Good morning, guys. It is another day of Vlogust, day 9. So this morning I have my trusty coffee with heavy cream and my drops, and then I have my morning shake. Today I'm doing the lower protein one because, like I said, I still had a few of those left, so I'm doing that. And the other day I watched a video from Keto Mama, and they seen where she was showing you guys how what her job was like. And I had talked about my job briefly, but I haven't really talked exactly about everything I do. But a little bit about me that you may not know if you didn't watch my About Me thing. I'm a car person. My husband and I are car people. When I met, he used to race cars at a racetrack near where we lived at, and we're car people, and I talk about we go to the rally cross and stuff like that. So and then the photography, and then my preference on photography is not people. It is cars, and motorsports and stuff like that. So I've always had jobs that involved working around cars. Most of the time, like in the beginning, it was like parts and detailing and different things like that. And I was a service advisor for several years at a tire company, and then I was an assistant manager for like 5 years at another tire company, and then we moved up here, and I worked at a Ford dealership as a service advisor, and then just the stress level of that stuff and doing it for like 15 years, dealing with the public with their vehicles, is very stressful. And I ended up getting a job doing title work at a title loan company. I was a store manager, and then my store shut down like a year and a half later. So me and jobs, I don't have very good luck because places closed down and things like that. But yeah, but stress was crazy at the dealership. So when I found this position, it was really funny because they were hiring. It's a Dodge dealership, so we have Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram trucks, things like that. So, and it's a smaller owned, family owned dealerships, not like these big ones, that are everywhere. But we're the only one in this city that sells what we sell. And they were hiring for a cashier position. So I was like at the point where I was almost desperate for anything. So I took the cashier position, and I had been working here for about a week when the girl that was their title clerk just up and quit. She packed up her stuff and left over the weekend. Nobody knew. She'd come in and cleaned out her office. And I was like, hey, I'm a notary. I know titles. I've been in the title business for years. What's the chances of me getting that position and you hire somebody else to replace me as this extra cashier person? Because it was like an extra position what I was doing. And she was like, let me think about it. She goes, I kind of thought you might ask me about that. I love my boss. And so needless to say, I was here 1 week, and then I was making like $3 more an hour a week and a half, 2 weeks later. And so basically I am the title clerk. There is an older woman who is about 87, 85 actually. And she's been doing title clerk work here for like 30 years. That's the kind of company this is. People have been here a long time. And so she does some of the stuff, but I do the bulk of it. So like when they sell cars up front, I do the paperwork on the titles and send everything to the DMV. People come from out of town, out of state, and buy vehicles. I have to find out how their paperwork has to be done in that state, because every state is different. I don't know why we can't have a universal system for that. And then I have to send everything to the other states. I do all the title work for tags. So when they get their vehicle and I do the title work and I send in the titles, I have to tell them what kind of tag they want, or if they want to transfer a tag. I do all kinds of stuff, really. It's almost kind of hard to say everything that I do. But I have one thing that I love is I have this little office that's up here. It's like a little attic space, technically, away from everybody. So, you've heard the shop noise before. There's my computer. and my scanner, so we have to scan everything that we do. And then there's the shop, so that's why you end up hearing air tools and stuff during the day. But then I have an old-fashioned typewriter. I do use that. That is what we use when we type on our titles. And this used to be a couple of other spaces where they would use, people had office stuff up here where they did like appointments and stuff, but there's never been anybody up here since I've been here, and I've been here a year. Some days it's pretty slow. It depends on my job, on how busy I am, depends on how many vehicles they sell. And they're generally pretty busy. And like today's technically, I know, a day ahead of time. This is Thursday. This right here is all the vehicles that we sold at the local auction yesterday. And it looks like there's probably about 15 or 20. So I have to do all the title work on all of these. So Thursday's usually a little bit better for being busy. But hey, I have days where I'm slower, and that gives me time to catch up on YouTube, because I'm up here in this office by myself, so I don't have to deal with other people. There is an office right in there, and that's the service manager's office, but he's like hardly ever up here. Once in a blue moon, maybe once a day for like 30 minutes. So, but anyway, that's a long, drawn out talk about my job. Thanks, Nadine, for giving me that idea. I wasn't trying to steal it from you, but I was like, hey, that's a good idea. I really should talk about that. Okay, so my lunch. I told you it's something different. Unfortunately, I've already ate part of it. I had, in this container, I had a 5-ounce can of tuna with a tablespoon of mayo, some pepper, and I use the olive oil mayonnaise from Kroger. Sometimes I make my own mayonnaise. I just have not done it recently. And then I have my 2 Good yogurt. So that's my lunch for today. See y'all at dinner. Dinner tonight, I know it does not look appetizing because I've already cut it up because I was heating it up in the microwave. It is another leftover enchiladas. So I have 1.5 here cut up. And then when I get done, I'm going to have my coffee for my evening dessert. I made sure I planned ahead today so that I planned my calories out last night, so I brought the tuna and the yogurt and all that, and I had the lower protein shake that I had left, and put all my macros in, and everything is actually really, really good today as far as my macros go, so I'm pleased with that. And I'm gonna eat this and have my coffee and probably work on some vinyl, and that's about all I've got left for today, guys. Tomorrow is Friday for me, so yay, Friday. It seems like on these daily vlogs for August, I keep making longer and longer videos. I don't think this one's going to be as long, but who knows. But I'm trying to throw some extra stuff in there for you guys, so it's not just like, here's what I had, here's what I had, here's what I had, happy Vlogust, see you later, 2-3 minutes later. So I'm at least trying to throw some extra stuff in there for you guys. So that is my day. Tomorrow I will get some groceries, and you'll see my grocery haul, and we'll see you tomorrow. Happy Vlogust day 9. Bye, y'all.